All right, you beautiful humans. Welcome to our Thursday night team call. I know this is weird. Sorry for that. But next week is Summit, so I couldn't leave it another week in order to start, and I really wanted to get this call out there. So I'm just going to talk, and if at any point you guys have questions or anything, pop it in the chat, and I'll look as soon as I'm finished. But today I wanted to do a team call on goal setting, and specifically setting goals backwards by design. And actually my education degree was essentially this. It was learning how to goal set and plan and prep to teach backwards by design. And so that's what we're going to go over tonight. So I'm just going to start with this. Goal setting is great. Obviously, we know this, right? It's important to set goals. It really is. But focusing on the outcome instead of the process is the problem. And that can leave us anxious and disappointed in the outcome. And it can leave us actually not doing and just hoping for a better outcome. Jordana, I'm just going to mute you really quick. Otherwise, I'm going to get squirrely here. How do I? Oh, here you are. Okay, perfect. Okay, so like I said before, if we focus on the outcome instead of the process, we are left feeling like we missed our goals. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I've definitely been guilty of this, setting goals and just focusing on the outcome of it. Like I want to, whatever, I want to lose 20 pounds or something, right? And you just focus on that outcome, you focus on that end result, and then you don't actually end up hitting it because you're so obsessed with hitting the outcome that you don't do the steps necessary in the process. Okay, so another example would be if you say you want to hit Success Club, but you only invite 10 people in the entire month, well, the chances are you're going to fall short, right? If you say you want to lose 20 pounds, like I said, with Shift Shop, for example, that's launching next week, but then you eat chips before bed every night, you're going to fall short, right? So when we focus on the process, the outcome actually just happens as a default. So that's where I'm going to go tonight. So instead of making a goal and waiting / hoping for it to happen, we're going to set it and forget it, because focusing on the process, like I said, ensures that that's going to happen anyways if you do the right behaviors. Okay, and I want to use the example here of a farmer. Okay, when a farmer sows her seeds and she's planting a mustard field, she plants it in such a way that she knows that it's going to grow. She doesn't have to check it every second, right? She plants it, she trusts, she waits, and then she's got practices in place for the harvest, right? That's the exact same thing. You're going to set your goals and forget it, and then know that the process is going to take place, and it's going to you're going to reap the benefits. Don't mind my little farmer joke there, right? You're going to naturally yield the results of that. Okay, so I actually do want to do a little goal setting exercise with you guys if you're down. Does everybody have a pen and paper? Potentially. I'm going to try this because I'll see if I hope this will help. I know that it helps me to actually like do it while I'm hearing it. So I want you guys to take out a piece of paper and a pen and label 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number 1, you're going to write down what's your overarching month goal. So you can write down just overarching month goal. Number 2 is going to be monthly action. Number 3 is weekly action, and number 4 is daily action. Okay. Notice that I didn't say monthly, weekly, and daily goal. I said action because we're going to actually do these things and not just hope for them to happen, right? So for example, and you can do this for different categories too, by the way. So I would do personal, business, and financial or whatever. Okay, so example for me, my personal goal right now is blogging 2 times a week, kicking anxiety for good, and reading 8 books a month. That's like 3 of my personal goals because I know that those things make me happy. Okay. In my business, I've got a business goal of hitting 5-star elite, like having our team go 5-star elite this year. So that's my overarching business goal, and helping actually 200 more people by the end of December. That's another goal of mine. And then financial, I want to save $8,000 and buy a vehicle. So those are like my 3 overarching big goals. So then now I'd break them down monthly, weekly, and daily to see how I can actually hit those things. And then if I know that, then I can just set it and forget it and know that I'm going to hit them as a byproduct, right? So again, what's your overarching goal? What's your monthly action, weekly action, and daily action? Okay. So for example, here, bringing it back to the business. If my monthly goal is Success Club 10, that means that I need to find 5 new people to get set up with a challenge pack every month, right? That's so 2 per person. Okay. And so to find these 5 people, I need to invite on average about 100 people a month. Okay, so if that's my overarching goal is Success Club 10, then I need to invite about 100 people a month. That breaks down to 25 people a week. that breaks down to about 5 people a day, 5 days a week. Okay. Or if I want to do invite for 2 days a week, that'd be like 12 people on a Monday, 12 people on a Tuesday. So when I do that, when I break that down into those kind of bite-sized goals, I can go, okay, when I'm setting my weekly schedule, I'm going to send out invites Monday and Tuesday. Well, I better make sure that I send those 12 invites those 2 days, because then I know that I'm on track to hit that monthly goal. I hope that makes sense so far. Just nodding. Yes? No? Maria, you're crazy? Okay. Okay. So, where am I? So it's important to break it down, and I'm going to talk about this too real quick. It's super important for you to break it down for you. For the first year or so of my business, I invited every single day. And honestly, I got sick of it, and it felt like a chore to me after a while, because I was doing it every single day. And I was like, man, I don't want to invite every single day, right? I'm a human. I don't feel like sending invites. And then sometimes it was kind of awkward timing, because a group would have just started. It was too early to invite to the next group kind of type thing. So it was this weird in-between transitional phase. And so I just didn't feel like inviting. So then I wouldn't for a week or two. And when you fall off of anything, you guys know this, if you stop working out for a week or two, what happens? Well, it's harder to get back on, right? It's the same thing. It's harder to get back on track and back on that momentum train when you fall off. And so what I did, I decided, hey, instead of inviting every single day, I'm going to make this work with my schedule so that it's fun for me, so that I'm excited and amped up about it, because people can read my vibe through my messages, right? And I'm going to invite 3 days a week. Maximum 4. Okay, so then I got my number, and my number will be a little bit higher than some other people's, because I have a goal of Success Club 20 every single month, right? I have this non-negotiable with myself. I want to help 10 new people every single month. And whatever your goal is, if your goal is helping 2 new people a month, if your goal is 3, 4, 5, 30, whatever your goal may be, make it work for you, and just make sure that you stick with it, right? And don't excuse yourself from your goals because it seems bigger than you think you can achieve, right? You might surprise yourself. Okay. It's super important for you to break it down so it fits your schedule, and make it realistic, because here's the thing. We go through seasons, right? In our life and in the year, we have seasons, like actually through nature, we have seasons cyclical, especially as women, right? We have seasons with the moon cycles every month. We've got seasons where we're higher energy, lower energy, more motivated, less motivated, all these things. Honor that in yourself, and know that there are going to be seasons when you're maybe not quite as motivated, or when you are more productive and you are more motivated, right? So just make sure that you're aware of that, and not to give yourself a hard time if you're in a season of, like right now, like for example, myself, I am still motivated, have big goals for this summer, but I'm traveling a lot this summer, and I'm indulging. And it's so funny to me, because in the wintertime, it seems like I'm more intent on my physical goals. Like I'm more fit in the wintertime when my body is covered in like an abominable snowman. But in the summertime, I get lax, and I enjoy patio drinks and all these kind of things. But I have to just respect that that's the season I'm in. I'm in a more relaxed season from working hard all year. Okay, so all I'm trying to get at is just honor where you're at, and make it fit for your schedule. Don't just try to cookie cutter it in, right? Because you have to want to do it. It has to light you up and make you excited. Oh yeah, this is another one. Recognize that your willpower is like a gas tank. I can't remember if I spoke on this last team call, but when you wake up, you've got a gas tank, okay? You start here. And as soon as you wake up, as soon as you start making decisions, your gas tank starts depleting, okay? With every single decision. What should I wear? Oh shit, where did the almond milk go? What should I take for lunch? Forgot to pack it. I got to get gas on the way to work. Oh, these red lights here. Take a detour, right? And then by the time you get home at 4:35, 6 o'clock, whatever time you get home, you're pooped. And you don't want to work out. You don't want to send out invites. You don't want to read or listen to PD, right? You're like, I just want a beer and a couch and some Netflix or something, okay? Or a wine and popcorn or whatever, right? Whatever, teach their own. So that's why it's so important to eat that frog. And if you guys haven't read that book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, highly, highly recommend it. That's a really good one, especially if you're privy to procrastination like I am. So that book really helped me kick that habit, because now I know, okay, if I don't get my workout in by like 4 p.m., I'm not doing it. So I know I need to do it in the morning. And I always feel better when I do it in the morning too. Okay, so that's just me personally. I like doing it then. Last couple things here, like this call is going to be super quick tonight. Couple tips here. At the beginning of every single month, make 3 lists. I actually got this from a national wake-up call that Bonnie Engel did a few months back, or maybe a year back or so. And it was Bonnie Engel's tips for success, or formula for success, or something. And this is something that she said on there that I just thought was so amazing. So she said at the beginning of every single month, she makes 3 lists. Okay, she makes 1 list of people that are in her current groups, and she invites those people to coach. Okay, great. The second list she makes is new prospects to invite. So she'll make a list of like 100 to 200 people, or even more. And those are new people to talk to, start conversations with, invite to your current group or your next group. And then the third list is people who said no last month / people that you're following up with for this current month. So every single month she makes those 3 lists and then goes through that and does it at the beginning of every single month. So she has a fresh list of people to work from, to communicate with, to engage with, and create relationships with. Okay. Make your monthly goals and your weekly daily schedule so that you know you're on track. So I should go grab it. Whatever. No, it's not a big deal. I made it today. I can post it in the group too, but how I do mine is I might even just show you guys really quick on here. So I'll put my month, and I'll break down the weeks. So there's technically 5 weeks in July. And I'll break it down like goals, new coaches, Success Club. Okay, so let's see if you guys can see this okay. This is like very small scale and very messy. So what I do at the beginning of every month is I take a piece of loose leaf. Is this backwards also? Probably. No, interesting. Okay, well, I wish I was showing you my good copy, but I'm not. Okay, so at the beginning of every month, I take a piece of loose leaf and I go July and I cross-section it. I'll write down a week. I'll do like July 1st through 6th, July 7th through whatever, 14th, 15th through whatever. Okay, and I'll do the Beachbody week. So we go Thursday through Wednesday, right, is our Beachbody week. Still don't know why they do that, but it's a thing. So I'll put the Beachbody weeks, and then I'll write down all the things or events that I have that week. So for example, in week 3, I've got Summit, July 11th to 16th. In week 4, I've got Shift Shop group. Okay, so I'll write down in which week what things are happening, so then I can look at the piece of loose leaf and I can go, okay, Shift Shop group is happening here. Well, I better be sending out invites here and at the very latest here so that people have their pack and their agility markers and they're ready to go for our Monday the 24th start date, right? So this just helps me see the weeks and I break it down pretty specifically. So remember how I said that number of invites? So if I have a goal of hitting Success Club 10 every month, and I know I need to invite 100 people in the month, so 25 people each week, give or take, sometimes less, sometimes less, sometimes 25. So that's like 5 people a day. And I don't want to invite every day. That's not my thing. It could be yours. It's not mine. I know that I'm going to have, okay, invite 25 here, invite 25, right? I'm going to make sure that I hit that 100 goal somehow over those 4 or 5 weeks. And so I'm going to actually mark it down and put a little checkbox beside it so that when I do my invites, I can cross it off and know that I'm on track. So this is the whole backwards by design plan only works if you actually break down your overarching goals into those monthly, weekly, daily tasks or actions, and then you actually do them. And so once you're actually doing them, you know that they're naturally going to lead to your outcome goal, right? So it's just getting you to focus on the process instead of the outcome. Okay. The other couple tips that Bonnie had on that call, stay consistent with your posting. Okay. 1 to 3 times a day, because when people see you consistently showing up, I like to say that consistency is my superpower. When people see you showing up all the time, it helps you build such a trusting relationship with them, and they know that you're going to be there. They know that you show up. You're not a flake, right? So posting 1 to 3 times a day is actually super vital. And a lot of people don't think it is. They're like, well, I'm inviting, but I'm not getting any traction. And then I look at their page and it's like, well, you haven't posted in about 13 days. What do you think? People are just going to think you're going to try and scam them. You have to show up, be proof of the product, right? This is where the vitals come in. along with posting, along with inviting. So it all goes together. Okay. And speaking of that, do your 3 vitals every day. This is what being a coach is about, right? Just being committed to being the best you and encouraging other people to start that journey as well. The other tips that she had were don't make excuses and fall short over and over again. I've totally been guilty of this where I have set a goal. I've made some excuses for myself why I couldn't hit that goal, or I excuse myself from actually putting in the work or whatever, especially around nutrition. I haven't actually fully followed a nutritional program for a workout program in over a year. And some of that is because I was working on my own emotional eating stuff and dietary restrictions and needs. And some of that is because I feel like I know better, right? So then when I get frustrated at not having achieved the results that I wanted, it's like, well, shit, I didn't actually do the work that they said I should do. So that's why I didn't hit it, right? So it's important to get over your excuses and I guess get over yourself. That's what I have to do sometimes, and just like do a reality check. Okay. Last couple ones, get excited about no's. This sounds super counterintuitive, and I know we get freaked out by the fear of failure and hearing no and stuff, but when you hear no's, it means you are that much closer to a yes. And I will tell you from so much experience that 9 times out of 10, when somebody says no, it actually means not right now. It means, can you think of me in 6 months? It means, can you think of me in 3? Shoot me another message, or else if they do say leave me be, then you just leave them be. Right? But majority of the time, those people come around and they're like, okay, now I'm ready, So that's go for no is the theme there. And then finally, set a goal of Emerald and Success Club 5 every month. If you're stuck on what to set for a goal and you want to build a business, you want to build a coaching business, I will tell you right now that hitting Success Club every month is the key to building a business. Okay, if you're not hitting Success Club as a coach, you have a hobby, not a business, right? But if you're hitting Success Club, you are growing your network, you're growing your sphere of influence every single month. And that's only 3 new people a month. If you really do that, if you put that into perspective, helping 3 new people a month, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's a big deal helping those people, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a number to help them to hit that goal for yourself. Right? So if you do that, if you set yourself, okay, at the beginning of each month, I'm going to hit Emerald and I'm going to hit Success Club 5, you will grow your business and you will grow your income and you will grow your sphere of influence, and naturally you will help more people. You'll continue on your journey. You'll be held accountable. You'll help more people be held accountable. And it's just a beautiful cycle of just lotus love. Roz, you like that one? Anyways, so that's what I have for you guys. I just wanted to talk about Backwards by Design because that's actually how I set my goals and make my plan for the month every single month. It helps me stay sane. I'll just show you the rest of this. I didn't quite finish. So I'll do my weeks. Okay, so say there's 5 weeks in July or whatever. I'll have a list of my goals. I have a list of the new coaches that join our team. And I actually this is so messy, I'm embarrassed, but I actually make check boxes. And so I'll do Success Club and I'll put goal equals 20. And I will write out 20 check boxes, 2 rows of 10 on my piece of loose leaf, and it goes on my wall in front of my desk where I work. And every time that I help another person get set up with a challenge pack and hit another Success Club benchmark, I'm checking off those boxes as I go, and that helps me know, okay, I'm here with regards to my goal, and I don't end up focusing on the outcome of hitting this big overarching goal of 20. I just know that if I'm doing these vital behaviors and doing these things every day, that I will hit it as a byproduct, and I just slowly check them off. And every month it gets checked off, and every month I hit my goal because I focus on the broken down overarching goal with my day-to-day and my week-to-week. So I'm going to unmute everybody and just see if there's any questions. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody goal set differently that they want to add to that? Anybody at all? I think I unmuted everybody. Oh, except for Megan. Unmute. Does that help? Does that help with? I know goal setting is kind of a hard one because everybody's got different, and everybody's at a different stage too, which is so fair. So if you're sitting there going, I don't want to hit Success Club 10, like that's not what I'm about. I want to just see where this goes and stuff. I want to help a couple people a month to pay for gas or pay for my Shaco. That's so fine too, right? Know that wherever you're at is where you're at. But I also would encourage you to challenge yourself, and hitting Success Club 5 every month, that's helping 3 people. If you help 3 people, first of all, you're giving them the opportunity to change their lives. And second of all, you're getting enough commission to pay off your Shaco and your biz fee. So that's, for me, that would be worth it enough, right? Helping those three. But are there any questions at all? You guys don't have any questions, hey?
Nope.
Nada. Everybody's good to go. I just work with a bunch of smart people. That's all this is. Smart with it. I was in Penticton last week, and I saw you were posting. Were you guys also in?
Yeah, we went and checked out some wineries too.
That's awesome. Which day were you guys there?
We went on Saturday.
On Saturday. Oh, we were there. Yeah. No, we were not there on Saturday.
We went to Summer. Did you go to Summerland? Have you checked out those wineries?
We didn't go to Summerland this time, but I've definitely been.
Yeah, no, we went to Dirty Laundry. Have you been to that one?
Oh, I love that wine. That's awesome.
That one was good. And we went to Fitzpatrick Winery.
Yeah, awesome.
That's a really good one. Beautiful balcony. Had a nice lunch there, and yeah, nice spot.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, we on Saturday were in the lake, and we had these. We bought bathing suits. We bought onesies that said squad on them, and we actually had a photographer come up to our group. There was about 26 of us, and he took a picture, and he was like, "I want to feature you guys on the Penticton website." So we got featured, and obviously we were not quite sober, so that was an interesting for everybody involved.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah,
that's a classic one.
We were making squad goal jokes because we actually got featured as a squad. So that was, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it was quite good. All right. Anyways, I will let you guys go if there are no questions or anything. But I just wanted to go have a video about this really quick, just as a hopefully helpful as we head into the next this is actually a quarter 3. It's the third quarter of the entire year, which is blowing my mind that it's already July 2017. I don't know quite where the last 6 months went. I'm not sure. But as we head into this next quarter, it's important, I think, for me anyways, it's important at the beginning of each quarter to set goals and to make sure that I'm on track just in my life, with my personal goals, with my financial goals, with my business, because if I don't, then the time passes anyways, right? So I might as well see what I can accomplish, and I might as well help myself feel more calm and at ease with everything. And I do that by doing this backwards by design goal setting. So I hope that can help you guys in any aspect, whether or not it's business or not. I'm going to put the recording up, and I hope that you beautiful people have an awesome rest of your Thursday night. And for anybody and everybody that's coming to Summit, I guess, Kylie, you're the only one on here that's coming to Summit. I know, Krista, I'm sorry. I'm super excited to see you. Yes, but I was going to say
next year. So I know early enough, because they have to put the holidays in November this year already for next year.
Yes. So what I was going to say is this year or next week during Summit, I think the second day of Summit, they will announce and put the tickets up for sale. So make sure that you guys all grab one. Oh, I'm super excited at the prospect of this. Like, we've got 10 going this year. I hope next year we have 50. Like,
that is great.
Yeah, Boomerang Wellness is taking over. But it's for the best, right? Like, we're making
great.
Yeah, we're making waves and doing excellent things in our own lives and in other people's lives. So I think that's so powerful. But,
really good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for showing up. I know that it was short notice, but I appreciate it. I really do. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday night.
Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.